Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. According to metro.co.uk, a Russian drone struck an apartment block in Galati, Romania, a city in the east of the country and a member of Nato, causing injuries to several people. The Romanian Foreign Ministry condemned the incident as a serious and irresponsible escalation by the Russian Federation. Foreign Minister Oana Toiu has stated that the incident should trigger NATO Article 4, which allows member nations to call for an emergency meeting when their security is threatened. This is not the first time Russian drones have entered NATO territory. Similar incidents occurred in Poland last September. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen remarked that Russia has crossed another line, expressing full solidarity with Romania and vowing to increase pressure on Russia. Romanian Brigadier General Maxim noted that the drones briefly breached defenses by flying below radar capabilities. 2 F-16 fighter jets were scrambled in response, and residents received warning messages. NATO has affirmed its commitment to strengthening its defenses against all threats, including drones. The U.S. Indo-Pacific Command, led by Admiral Samuel Paparo, recently submitted a report to Congress detailing plans to enhance military capabilities to deter China from invading Taiwan and to prepare for potential combat in the Taiwan Strait. As reported by Thai Sounds, citing Bloomberg News, the report urges Congress to approve a substantial 44% increase in military spending from the previous year. Key proposed weapons include quick-sync guided modules, which transform standard GPS-guided bombs into low-cost anti-ship weapons capable of sinking vessels by breaking their keels underwater. The plan also involves quick-strike advanced mines, designed for shallow water deployment by aircraft against surface and underwater targets, and hammerhead smart mines, deployable from submarines to create clandestine minefields in critical waterways. Admiral Paparo's report underscores China's historic military expansion across all domains, noting the People's Liberation Army is training for 2 main missions: forcing Taiwan's unification and countering U.S. and allied defense capabilities. The report also reiterates 2027 as a critical year for the PLA's readiness to take Taiwan, coinciding with the CCP's centenary. Additionally, the budget supports new technologies like the Cancun Electronic Countermeasure System, the Darknet Secure Communication System, and various hypersonic weapons. Japan's ambassador to the United Nations, Yamazaki Kazuyuki, today refuted Russia's criticism regarding Japan's military expansion, emphasizing that Moscow's continued aggression against Ukraine renders its accusations absurd. According to Reuters, Russian ambassador to the UN Vasily Nebenzia stated at a UN Security Council meeting on May 26 that the remilitarization of Germany and Japan not only threatens global security, but also undermines the outcomes of World War II. Ambassador Yamazaki responded by asserting that Japan consistently upholds the UN Charter and international law, while Russia is actively violating the Charter through its ongoing invasion of Ukraine. He explained that Japan's strengthening of its defense capabilities is a response to an increasingly severe security environment, not directed at any specific nation. Yamazaki deemed Russia's militaristic accusations against Japan's defense policy as absurd, especially coming from a country clearly engaged in military aggression in violation of the UN Charter. German Minister of State Günther Krickbaum also dismissed Russia's statements as unfounded accusations. Following Russia's invasion of Ukraine, Germany has proposed significant military expansion plans, while Japan has gradually relaxed its post-war pacifist restrictions to undertake its largest military buildup since World War II, primarily due to concerns over China's growing military strength. This report is from the Liberty Times. From Lund, Soundback Exornes Islamic Consulate of Assembly's National Security and Foreign Policy Committee Chairman, Azizi, announced that Tehran has no intention of transferring its enriched uranium out of the country, This statement comes amidst ongoing tensions and demands from the United States. Russia's foreign ministry spokesperson, Zakharova, supported Iran's stance on May 28, emphasizing that Iran alone has the right to decide the fate of its enriched uranium, including its potential transfer, and that Russia has never imposed any demands for its relocation to Russian territory. Meanwhile, U.S. Treasury Secretary Bessent noted on May 28 that the U.S. and Iran were one step away from a deal, pending President Trump's approval, which hinges on several critical conditions. These conditions include Iran agreeing to abandon highly enriched uranium, pledging never to develop nuclear weapons, and fully reopening the Strait of Hormuz. President Trump himself reiterated his demand on May 25, stating via social media that Iran's enriched uranium must either be transported to the U.S. for destruction or be destroyed within Iran under international supervision. The Asahi Shimbun reports that the European Union has imposed a €200 million (232 million) fine on the Chinese online retailer Temu. This penalty was issued on Thursday following an EU investigation, which concluded that Temu failed to adequately protect consumers from illegal products, including toxic or hazardous toys and unsafe electronics. The fine, issued under the Bloc's Digital Services Act (DSA), stems from preliminary findings last year that exposed consumers to high risks from non-compliant products sold on its platform, such as baby toys with unsafe chemicals or suffocation hazards, and electronic device chargers that failed basic safety tests. This is the second fine under the 3-year-old DSA. Temu stated its disagreement with the decision, calling the fine disproportionate and asserting that it does not reflect the current state of its systems, adding that it has taken steps to enhance risk assessment and user protection. The European Commission highlighted that Temu, which serves 92 million users in the EU, failed to identify and assess the systemic risks associated with illegal goods. Temu has, until the end of August, to submit an action plan to address the issues or face potential additional daily, weekly, or monthly fines. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.